Hello, welcome to Hotel Hero. This is a little tutorial for the small refrigerators in hotels, mostly for maintenance. So there's some things that are common problems or complaints we get on these units. First of all, they're glorified coolers. If you have all hot beverages, grab some ice from the ice machine, throw it in the cooler, because it'll take hours, if not overnight, for it to chill everything. As from a maintenance aspect, I will always take a temperature of the unit, make sure it's at least a proper temperature. Sometimes the door doesn't shut all the way, and then it'll cause it to freeze up. I've had those. When I first started working here, we were just kept swapping out refrigerators, and I let them thaw, and they worked again. One of the common complaints, at least in certain units, this one has the thermostat cool, super cool on the back of the unit. So it's a tendency, and sometimes it's staff or it's a guest, to crank them all the way up. On certain units, if you crank it all the way to high cool, the compressor will never shut off. It just keeps running and running and running, even if it reaches temperature. So what I do is I'll turn it all the way off and then turn it back halfway or to 3/4 towards cool. And that, at least when they're not using the refrigerator and they go to sleep, it will cycle off when it reaches temperature. One of the other things in some of these particular units is this little shelf here. So I don't know how many times I come in and the door won't shut, because even though there's a thing for basically like a piece of glass over here for another style of this, if you put this little on the little rack on the bottom, it will not shut. That's a common thing. The housekeeper will say, "It's not closing, something's wrong with the door." And occasionally you'll get the hinge may be loose and it'll adjust a little bit, so it's off and it won't seat properly. Anyways, these are a couple items I've had to deal with since I've been here. I hope you found it helpful, and God bless you today.